So our garden project has been a labor of love, and it started back in 2009, and we decided to continue with the project that we're doing with Sustainable Napa County to really reduce our carbon footprint and make sure that we reduced our utilities, and water was one of those things. We had a very water-hungry lawn, so we decided that we wanted this to be a community event, and we brought together some really wonderful people to transform our garden from basically 3 patches of lawn to a beautiful community garden, some raised beds, and a wonderful sitting area.
So we had a really dedicated group of people who are very talented and brought each of their own specific skills and talents to the table. We were really lucky to get such a great group of people. People who knew how to set up the irrigation, people that had a background in landscape and landscape maintenance. They all pooled together their resources and their ideas and came up with this great garden. We were really fortunate to be able to have such a team and to get that kind of community support. The garden has really been a community effort. So we got donations from different nurseries in the Napa area and from Napa Recycling for the compost, and all this stuff came together. For each of the work days, we had a group. We had, for instance, Exertech and Annie's, and the Napa Sonoma Junior League came out for work days, and we couldn't have done it without all of this. So we're lucky out in Napa Valley Can Do. So at Napa Valley Can Do also led the sheet mulching project and sent members out to our work days. And it's really something that we could not have pulled off without community-wide effort.
I've been involved with COPE on some different projects, and then I believe it was Liz Marks who asked if we might consider coming out to talk to you about your water wasteful garden. And so we said we would be delighted, and you invited us to a meeting, and we looked at what you had, and we realized that we could make a difference, and so there we go.
Well, we started with, our objective was to reduce water, so we started with sheet mulching of all of the lawn so that we could get rid of the high water use lawn and put in all drought tolerant, low water use plants. We also worked with COPE to make an area that could be used by all the families here to make it more user friendly. So we decided to create an area for vegetable gardening, an area for gathering, and a demonstration garden that families that come to COPE could get ideas on how to create gardens in their own home that are water-wise, and also for the community as they walk by the gardens that they could also learn from the garden.
Right.
Of course, gardening and landscaping is a dynamic exercise. It's always evolving and always changing. So, every season things will change. New plants may be added, others may be removed. So it's an exciting process. And of course, the vegetable gardens will change seasonally.
Right.
So the process has taken about 1.5 years to get us where we are now, and a lot of wonderful volunteers who happen to be master gardeners have been involved through the whole process. Both Cheryl and Mary with Waterwise Women kind of got us started with the design of the garden. And one of the goals of the garden that we really wanted to make sure that this was a long-term process and to share our work with the families that we work with. So one of the things that we're going to be doing as we move forward is work with the master gardeners to host a variety of workshops on various topics so that we can share information with the general community, but also with our families on how they can create water-wise gardens, how they can do container gardens and produce their own food and lower their costs. So we're really excited about that, and we have our first workshop that we'll be planning at the end of this summer, and we hope for that to be a really long-term partnership with the master gardeners.